Hi, everyone, and welcome to your ultimate guide to the 10 best things to do in Prague, a city that feels like a living fairy tale shaped by stone, history, music, and light. Known as the City of 100 Spires, Prague unfolds slowly, rewarding those who take their time and let its rhythm guide them. Cobblestone streets echo with centuries of footsteps. River reflections shimmer beneath graceful bridges, and Gothic towers rise quietly against changing skies. Prague is not a city you rush through. It is one you experience layer by layer, moment by moment. Whether you are drawn by medieval architecture, deep cultural heritage, scenic walks, or simple cafe pauses, Prague invites you to slow down and notice beauty in detail. So let's step gently into this timeless city and discover 10 unforgettable things to do in Prague. 1. Walk across Charles Bridge, stone, statues, and morning light. Begin your Prague journey by walking across the iconic Charles Bridge, a medieval stone bridge that stretches gracefully over the Vltava River and connects the city's historic heart. Early morning is the most magical time, when the bridge is quiet and the city feels as though it is just waking. Stone statues line both sides, weathered by centuries of wind and rain, their expressions softened by time and light. As you walk, the river below moves slowly, reflecting pastel skies and distant rooftops. Every step feels grounded in history, yet alive in the present moment. Musicians and artists appear later in the day, adding gentle sound and movement, but the bridge never loses its sense of calm grandeur. Walking Charles Bridge feels like stepping into Prague's soul, where history, art, and daily life quietly converge. 2. Explore Prague Castle. Grandeur above the city. Rising high above the city, Prague Castle is one of the largest castle complexes in the world, offering sweeping views and centuries of layered history. Entering the castle grounds feels like passing through multiple eras at once, where Romanesque, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque styles exist side by side. St. Vitus Cathedral stands at the heart of the complex, its soaring spires and stained glass windows filling the air with quiet reverence. Walking through courtyards and palaces, you sense the presence of kings, emperors, and artists who shaped Prague's identity. The views from the castle terraces reveal red rooftops, winding streets, and the river cutting softly through the city below. Prague Castle is not just a landmark. It is a layered story unfolding above the city's everyday life. 3. Wander Old Town Square, history in every direction. At the center of Prague's historic core lies Old Town Square, a vibrant space where architecture, culture, and movement come together effortlessly. Colorful facades surround the square, each building telling its own story through detail and design. Cafes spill into open space, and the hum of conversation blends with footsteps on stone. The square has witnessed centuries of change, celebrations, protests, markets, and moments of quiet reflection. Standing here, you feel both the weight of history and the energy of modern life. Light changes constantly, casting warm tones in the morning and dramatic shadows by evening. Old Town Square feels like Prague's open-air living room, where past and present exist in perfect balance. 4. Watch the Astronomical clock, time and wonder, mounted on the Old Town Hall. Prague's astronomical clock is one of the city's most beloved symbols, drawing visitors who gather patiently to watch its hourly performance. When the clock begins to move, small figures appear, bells ring, and time seems to pause briefly for everyone watching. Beyond the spectacle, the clock represents medieval craftsmanship and humanity's long fascination with measuring time and the cosmos. Its intricate design blends astronomy, mythology, and faith into one unified structure. Even outside the performance, the clock's presence adds quiet wonder to the square. The astronomical clock reminds you that in Prague, time is not rushed. It is observed, respected, and celebrated. 5. Stroll through Malá Strana. Quiet streets and hidden beauty. Crossing beneath the castle, you'll find Malá Strana, one of Prague's most charming and tranquil neighborhoods. Narrow streets curve gently between pastel-colored buildings, leading to hidden gardens, small squares, and quiet corners. The pace here feels slower, more personal, inviting you to wander without direction. Baroque churches rise unexpectedly above rooftops, their bells echoing softly through the streets. Cafes tucked into old buildings offer perfect pauses for coffee and reflection. Malá Strana reveals Prague at its most intimate, where beauty is discovered quietly rather than announced. Hit the like button if you like the video. 6. Cruise the Vltava River. Prague from the water. Seeing Prague from the Vltava River offers a new perspective, where landmarks align gently along the water's edge. River cruises move slowly, allowing you to absorb the city's architecture without distraction. Bridges pass overhead like stone frames, and reflections ripple across the surface. The castle, Old Town, and Lesser Town appear unified from this vantage, revealing how naturally the city follows the river's flow. Whether taken during the day or at sunset, the cruise feels calming and immersive. A river cruise lets Prague reveal itself as a harmonious whole, shaped by water and time. 7. Visit the Jewish Quarter. Memory and meaning. Prague's Jewish Quarter, Josefov, offers a deeply moving experience rooted in memory, resilience, and history. Walking its streets, you encounter synagogues, museums, and the old Jewish cemetery, where centuries of stories rest closely together. The atmosphere here is quiet and reflective, encouraging respectful presence rather than hurried sightseeing. Exhibits share personal narratives that bring history into focus through human experience. The Jewish Quarter invites contemplation and understanding, adding emotional depth to Prague's cultural landscape. 8. Relax in Letná Park. Views and open air for open space and sweeping views. Head to Letná Park, perched above the river with panoramic vistas of bridges and rooftops. Locals gather here to walk, cycle, and sit quietly beneath trees. The air feels lighter, and the city's movement below appears gentle and distant. Sunset brings warm light and long shadows, making this one of Prague's most peaceful viewpoints. Letná Park offers space to breathe and reflect, balancing Prague's architectural density with openness and calm. 9. Enjoy Czech cuisine and beer. Tradition at the table. Prague's culinary scene is rooted in comfort, tradition, and hospitality. Czech dishes feature hearty flavors, warm textures, and generous portions meant to be shared slowly. Local beer, brewed with centuries-old techniques, is an essential part of the experience, enjoyed casually in pubs and cafes. Meals here feel social and grounding rather than rushed. Dining in Prague connects you with everyday life and long-standing tradition, one plate and glass at a time. 10. Watch the city glow at night. Prague after dark. As evening falls, Prague transforms gently rather than dramatically. Street lights reflect on stone streets, bridges glow softly, and music drifts from distant windows. Walking at night feels safe, romantic, and contemplative. Landmarks illuminated against dark skies reveal new character, quieter, yet just as powerful. Experiencing Prague at night feels like a final chapter, calm, luminous, and deeply memorable. And there you have it, 10 unforgettable things to do in Prague. From medieval bridges and castle views to quiet streets, river reflections, and timeless culture, Prague offers an experience that feels rich, layered, and profoundly human. This is a city that rewards patience, curiosity, and presence. So, which Prague experience are you most excited to explore first?